everybody, what's going on? We're going to be doing an unboxing. I got the new Nintendo Switch version 2, which to my knowledge is actually they actually cut production of the new ones. And there's a lot of cool features we're going to get into about what it can do versus what the original Nintendo Switch can do, and exactly how to tell the difference so that you're not getting scammed if you attempt to actually go ahead and purchase said items. So we are going to go ahead and show this off here. This is absolutely really cool that I was able to get this in this condition. So we're going to actually show this off to you. I may actually go ahead and have to bring this down a little bit so you can see it. We'll focus on the actual product at hand. Alright guys, so this is the new Nintendo Switch version 2. There's a couple of things to note about this right off the bat, is that if you look at any of the original Nintendo Switch packaging, you'll notice something extremely different about what's on the front end here. The original packaging actually shows the multicolored neon controllers that are on there, as well as it being actually positioned differently. Whereas this one is actually packaged in this capacity here. So one of the things to quickly look at when you want to know what type of version that you have here. What's up, dude? Yeah. So, like I said, when you're comparing the two, you're going to notice that, as I already said before, that the neon controller is actually going to be located about this side here. And it's going to be the Switch itself is going to be on this side. That's one of the key indicators that you have an old one. If you went to the website that you're purchasing to get one of the new versions that they've cut production on, you're going to end up finding out that if you have that old version, it's going to be right here and you got screwed. You probably want to go ahead and send it in and get your money back before you actually unbox the thing and figure out that it's not what you think it is. Another key indicator is we're going to go ahead and flip this over here. Obviously we have the same stuff, but this is the information that you want to look at here on this side. This is going to tell you everything you need to know. Now, if you look here, you're going to have your model numbers. You're going to look under Importador, and you're going to follow all the way down. It's going to have your nomenclature on it, and it's going to say model number. It's going to give you a number here, and the original Nintendo Switch model number is actually going to be HAC001, and that's all it's going to say on it. That's how one of the biggest ways you're going to know and be able to tell the difference besides the actual box itself. The second thing you're going to want to do is actually see, okay, well, if that serial number is not the one that you have, or model number, then you know you've pretty much got the right one. The actual number that you want for the new one is going to be HAC001, and then in parentheses it's going to have a 0-01 after it, and that's what you're going to be looking for right here. But let's just say, for instance, someone opened up the box. You're not getting a full box. As soon as we open this, we're going to go ahead and show you the serial number, model number on the back of the device, and we'll let you know, show you that this is the new one. Now let's talk about specifications here before we get into this. The original Nintendo Switch actually had about between how much you use it, between 2.5 hours of battery life if you're heavily using it, maybe 6.5 if you're kind of using it, shutting it off and whatever. The new one actually is going to give you a starting base at 4.5 to 9 hours of battery life. Now this is, of course, if you're playing a game called Breath of the Wild. That's actually the specification test that they had on it. So if you're playing Breath of the Wild, the new Nintendo Switch is going to give you between 4.5 to 9 hours of battery life if you're intermittently playing it. So really cool feature so far as it is. And then you're also going to have a couple of different things as well. You're going to have the processor is going to be extremely more powerful, significantly more powerful than the old one. And of course, you're going to get a more powerful OLED screen on here as well. So it's going to be significantly brighter for you. So let's go ahead and go over the specs here, what this is supposed to come with. This is actually running a 4,310 milliamp hour battery. Going to be running from 240 volts and at 50 to 60 hertz at 1 amp. So really powerful actually switch compared to the original one. So it's going to be really cool to actually break this out and actually start playing it. This console itself, the particular model that I was able to find, is a 32 gigabyte model, which is absolutely ridiculous. So I can't wait to actually open this up for you guys. So I'm stoked. I'm just going to do it, all right? So let's be very careful here and open this bad boy up. All right, so we're going to get our, it's going to open up here like that. We already got some pretty cool features here right in the front. We're going to have our 2 Joy-Cons. This is a charcoal gray model. You can still get the neon ones, but you're looking at, if you're getting these ones, you're looking at spending about $700 USD. I think in Canada it's probably about $800. But to get this one brand new like this, absolutely phenomenal. I really thank my my people for finding me this. It's really cool. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this out if we can without doing any damage to it. So this is actually the model. Like I said, it's got the upgraded processor. It's got the upgraded screen. So this thing is gonna play better and be brighter. And like I said, I was talking about the model number on the back of the screen here. And I don't know if you can see it, but I'm gonna try to help you see that model number there. I may have to actually take the foil off. But it does say model number HAC001 and in parentheses -01. So that's what you're looking for when you're when you're trying to find the new version that's more powerful that they actually cut off production on. And I'm going to give you a little bit of backstory behind why they actually did this in the first place. When Nintendo produced the Nintendo Switch Lite, they actually gave it the better processor and they gave it the better screen in order to make up for the fact that you couldn't dock those, which is ridiculous in my end to even make something that you couldn't dock, because that was like the go-to thing about the Switch. That was what you wanted to do. You know, you wanted to be able to play it at home on this TV and then take it with you mobily. So I don't understand why they did that. I'm not even going to begin to get into it because Nintendo knows what they're doing. But so when they went to the Nintendo Switch Lite and they did that, they went ahead and upgraded stuff. Apparently the production people at Nintendo decided that it would be more costly to actually go ahead and revert everything back to the other way. So they produced a number of the new Nintendo Switches that actually still retained the same more powerful processor, the same more powerful screen, but then still enabled you to go ahead and do all the docking and everything. So that's what we're looking at here today. So let's go ahead and set this main console down here with the screen. Let's go ahead and pull out these 2 Joy-Cons. Pretty cool, pretty cool. The charcoal gray like I was talking about. Got your serial numbers for each one of those on there. Pretty neat, pretty neat. All right, so some more contents here. We do have our Nintendo Switch booklet here. I'm going to give you how to set it up and all that stuff. Pretty cool. In here, it also has a looks like a Joy-Con holder, so you can kind of play it. Looks like it'll show you your battery life on either side here, and yeah, so it basically kind of gives you a more gaming feel to it when you don't have a Nintendo Switch Pro controller. Pretty neat actually to have with that. I think the original ones might not have come with this initially, or maybe they did. I could be corrected on this one. If you guys know the real answer to it, let me know because I don't remember. But yeah, it has a little thing here too so that you don't drop it when you're playing. We do actually get a HDMI cable with this, which is pretty cool. One of the features that I actually really loved about the original Nintendo Switch that looks like they brought here as well. Wait, maybe they did. Let me find out. They got a more powerful power brick on here than I remember from the original Nintendo Switch. We're going to go ahead and look at those specifications here in a second. Go ahead and open this up here and see. I remember that they used to have an USB-C extender. They might have one in here. If they do, that's actually great, guys. Like really great. So we have here, we're going to have our power brick. We're going to read the specifications of this thing here. This is a 100 to 240 volt power brick. With an output of 5 volts at 1.5 amps or 15 volts at 2.6 amps. So pretty powerful power brick actually. So it should actually charge this thing pretty quickly when you need to. Looking more into it, we do have what looks like this is going to be like your little adapter that holds everything together. It looks you got both Joy-Con things. Okay, so these will slide onto your Joy-Cons here on either side, wrap onto your wrist so you don't drop them, kind of like the Nintendo Wii did or whatever. And so of course we do have our console here. So this particular model does not come with the USB-C extender, it looks like, but the original one I do think did. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way here. Yeah, I think it did come with that before. Let's move this out of the way here and look at the actual console itself. So here's our console. Really, really neat stuff that they have here. I think that Nintendo Switch is very genius for coming up with this. So you do have your Nintendo Switch logo here in the front. Pretty standard as far as the original Switch was concerned. Does this actually list your model number on here, or is that only on the device itself? Let's see. So this one particularly doesn't have the model number on it, but one key feature that I like about it, you do have all this for cord management. It actually has its own built-in cord management, guys. And then inside here, you're going to have your plug-in for your AC adapter, your USB, and your HDMI out. Okay, Discord thing. Okay. So that's pretty cool. And then it closes up. You got all your cords hanging out here, and they can plug in and all that. Obviously, in here is where all the magic happens. I don't know how they managed to make it work, but the Nintendo Switch, once it's all connected in and it's all charged up and ready to go, you're going to go ahead and drop this in here, and it will, even if you're playing a game live, right? You're going to drop it in here like this. As long as your TV and everything's set up and ready to go, boom, it's going to display everything on there, and really cool features indeed. Obviously, we've already been playing the Nintendo Switch. We really do kind of already know how it works. But with this new model, I'm really anxious to actually play some games on it. I am going to be play testing the game that I did get with this, which is going to be your... let me see here. This particular model came with a Pokemon game, Pokemon Shield. So pretty excited to actually play this game. If I really do like it, I'm going to be probably getting the Pokemon Sword because that goes with this setup already. So look forward to actually doing that. When I do end up with a capture card, I will probably be streaming this to you guys as well, so you guys can see the kind of performance that this thing is going to have. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop that in the description and comments down below. And don't forget, guys, if you do like this, and you want to see more content, please give me a like, a thumbs up, a follow, and a subscribe, depending on which platform you are on. It really helps the stream, and it's going to help me to provide more content for you, especially on Twitch, when I'm going to be able to actually get affiliated here soon with just a few more followers to go. Guys, thank you so much for supporting me. I'm actually going to be kicking this off here and going right into a Dreadnought stream within the next 30 to 45 minutes. Really appreciate everything you guys do. Don't forget, stay awesome and level up your life.
Judge on my lows. Know they brave.